Alright everybody, this is Mastery Quiz number 3, the distributive property. What we're going to be doing is we're going to be distributing these numbers in front into the parentheses that they're being multiplied into. And by doing that, what we do is we make these kind of big old arrows of where that 7 is going to go. Right here we've got multiplication, so it's really 7 times that parentheses. So we want to do 7, and following this arrow, times our 2x. So let me write that down for you. 7 times 2x. The plus comes right down, and then we do the other arrow, 7 times 3. Then we actually do this multiplication that we've got down here. 7 times 2 is 14. Still have our x, plus 7 times 3 is 21. Now, these two are not like terms because this one has an x and this one doesn't, so this one is completely finished. That is as simplified as we can get there. That is our answer for the first one. Looking at this next one, it looks very similar to this one. The only changes that I've made is now we've got a minus instead of a plus. That's no big thing. But we've also got a negative out front. And when we make our arrows going into the parentheses, we need to make sure that not only does this 3 travel along our arrows, but also the negative has to travel along those arrows. So just like we did before, I'm going to write this out, but for this problem, I'm going to have a negative 3 times our 4x. Minus comes straight down, and then negative 3 again times 1. Remember that this minus came from right here, and this minus was traveling along that arrow. The 1 came from right here. So let's multiply this out. Negative 3 times 4 is negative 12. X is still there. Still have that minus, and negative 3 times 1 is also negative 3. Now that right there, it makes me uncomfortable because I've got a minus, and that looks a little weird. It makes me stay up at night. So what I do, and what we all know to do, is that minus is really just plus. Now we check if we've got any like terms. This one has an x, this one does not. So this is simplified because these are not like terms. Moving on to our next one, we've taken it up yet another level. Instead of a minus here, I've added in an x to try to make things a little trickier for you, but they are not all that much trickier. We don't have to do anything different. We're still doing our nice arrows into the parentheses. We're still going to write this number that's in front, 2x, and multiply it by both of these terms, the 1 and the 7. So we do 2x times 1. The plus comes straight down. We've got another 2x times our 7x. No sweat at all. Let's multiply these terms together. 2x times 1, 2 times 1 is 2. Still have our x, plus 2. We got to multiply our numbers together, and then we're going to deal with those x's. So 2 times 7 is 14. And when I've got an x times another x, that means x squared, or x times x. These are not like terms. Once again, they both have x's this time, which we didn't have up here. But now this one's got a 2 and this one doesn't, so they are not like terms. They do not like each other, so we cannot combine them. But that is our correct answer, and that one is done. Moving on to our last problem here. Now I've got that x like I had over here, and I've also got a negative as well. But again, we're just going to have both of those things travel across our arrow. So we write minus x times 7. Minus comes straight down. Minus x, again taken from right here, it's traveling across this arrow, times 12x, which I got from right here. Negative x times 7. So we've kind of got going on here. Let me add this in. That minus x looks a little weird. We've got a number over here. I want a number over here. There's a number right here. I've only got a minus. Well, minus is the same as negative 1. Because negative 1 times x, that's minus x. So let's just put 1s here, because that just makes me feel a little bit more comfortable. It makes my multiplication sound a little bit better. Negative 1 times 7, oh, I can do that. That's minus 7. Still have our x. Minus continues its route downward. Minus 1 times 12, oh, I can do that. That's negative 12. X times x, as we said over here, is x squared. Now, once again, I've got a minus, and that doesn't make me feel too comfortable. So what I want to do is I want to make that minus a plus. 12x squared. And once again, we do not have like terms. We've got an x and an x squared. So this 2 prevents us from combining these two terms. So this is done. Thanks for watching.